really looking forward to seeing this new John Oliver video. I love the fact that he uploads the most relevant parts of his show online, or I guess what a lot of people would consider like important stuff, because he covers a lot of important shit that I think, you know, needs to be discussed and all that. Also, shit, I should put like a reminder or like an additional disclaimer before all my videos, you know, because I feel like I gotta, you know, remind everyone that, yeah, I take content from other from, you know, a lot of the bigger YouTube users, just like a lot of the bigger YouTube users, you know, take content from like movies and TV shows. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure my finger isn't covering the mic. Shit, isn't that? I can't even hear that, but that must be annoying. That must be annoying as hell to you. I can't even hear that, but yeah, I do my best to follow the guidelines that YouTube has set up for fair use and everything. In case you can't tell, I'm a little out of it. You know what? I think that is a mistake. I should wait until I, you know, start the actual video before I... Next time, you know, we're learning. We're still fucking learning. If you hear a light buzzing, I'm just optimizing some video right now. Oh. In case you haven't figured it out, I never really know what to do with my Halloween decorations. You know, it's a small apartment, and the same can be said for my Christmas decorations. It's like, where do you put them after? So I actually kind of decorate my apartment so that it's suitable for all occasions. Hence, Jack Skellington over there. I just wanted to mention that. Happy October. I'm fucking psyched, actually. I'm really psyched. Both for the video and for autumn and Halloween. All Hallows Eve. Jesus. Whoa, what?
Who, as these Montana cops show, frequently have to deal with humanity.
That makes it easier to sync.
The police, who, as these Montana cops show, frequently have to deal with humanity at its worst.
What's the First Amendment? What's the First Amendment? Right where you're at. What's the First Amendment? You don't even know! Ha! Constitution!
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah, Constitution. Read it and live by it.
Let's have a seat in the back of the car. Have a seat.
Ron Paul 2012.
That's perfect. It's not like he needed to say Ron Paul 2012. That was implicit in everything he said up to that point. But it's certainly nice to have it confirmed. Now, as you know, the police have been at the centre of a great deal of controversy lately. It's been impossible to escape, from the Black Lives Matter movement, to Colin Kaepernick's protest, to Mary J. Blige awkwardly singing a Springsteen song at Hillary Clinton.
Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. You can get killed just for living in your American skin. Oh, Hillary, thank you.
Oh, God! Oh, God! Hillary would have won my undying respect if she just looked Mary J. Blige straight in the face and said, I support your message, but that was awkward as f***, and I wish you hadn't done it. That would have been honest. Now, the trust between police and the communities they serve...
What's the name of that meme of the little girl?
Civilized society. Unfortunately, that trust has been rocked following a series of controversial police shootings, from Alton Sterling to Philando Castile to Tamir Rice to so many others, I literally cannot mention them all. And cumulatively, These deaths, taken with countless smaller incidents of police misconduct, have led to a common refrain.
Listen, I just want the police to be held accountable.
We just want the
That was a
system
harsh
of police to be
segue.
held
You went
accountable.
from funny to
Those police need to be
serious.
held
Like,
accountable the same way that you're gonna hold me accountable if I broke the law.
Whenever they mess up, whenever they commit a crime, whenever something goes wrong, I'm talking about serious stuff like murder and whatnot, these guys never get prosecuted.
And yeah, while that's obviously not ideal, who knows?
Okay, I got the
maybe
mic
it's
up
their
and running now.
anniversary too.
see, we're
The
figuring this shit
police will
out.
also argue that what
I know I
they
had
have
some
is
audio
less an
issues.
institutional problem than it is an individual one.
There's been some bad apples out there. I think that, but I don't think that that is indicative of the entire police department.
Criminal justice is kind of our
guys
show's
like this?
signature bit.
Want
It
me
is
to
to
flash
us
my
what
tits
assessing
again?
the shape of your poop is to Dr. Ross. Also, you can't claim there's just a few bad apples when no one knows exactly how many there are. There are nearly 18,000 different police departments in America, and they are not great about reporting
I never
or
realized how
sharing
long I
data.
actually hold
in fact,
it
even some surprisingly
started
basic
watching
questions
these.
are hard to answer, as the head of the FBI admits.
shit.
We can't have an informed discussion because we don't have data. People have data about who went to a movie last weekend or how many books were sold or how many cases of the flu walked into an emergency room. And I cannot tell you how many people were shot by police in the United States last month, last year, or anything about the demographics.
Misconduct is often investigated internally by an officer's colleagues, which does not inspire confidence. Although if you listen to the police chief in Bakersfield,
If you want to make a complaint about an
the system
officer,
is just fine.
You're absolutely confident that that structure of review
it has to go through another
entirely
police
impartial.
officer.
I am. These guys are experts in the field.
But they're also part of the department.
Or you have to
They
bring it
have
to the
hundreds of
station.
years of law enforcement experience combined, and so I have the utmost confidence in these individuals.
Here's the thing there. Combined experience is not a thing that automatically makes you do a better job. Investigations took so long that at least 2 officers shot and killed a suspect while still under investigation for a previous shooting. And there should never be a second one of anything before you figure out whether the first was justified.
That's my
Call
birthday.
it the Dolphin Tail 2 rule. How is there a second one of these? I thought Harry Connick Jr. ate the dolphin at the end of the first one. I don't know for sure, I haven't seen it, but no one has, and that's the fucking point. And in Baltimore, the DOJ report included the story of Joe Crystal, a detective who had reported 2 fellow officers for alleged excessive force and was labelled a rat, with one colleague leaving pictures of cheese on his desk, which is almost charming, until you learn how far some others went.
He found himself cut off. He says he didn't get backup in dangerous situations. Someone even left a dead rat on his windshield.
It was like their way of telling me,
Anyone ever see American Gangster?
This is what we think of you.
Russell Crowe didn't take the money.
Leaving a dead rat on an officer's windshield is definitely hostile, unless, of
No
course,
shit.
that officer is a police cat. In which case, it means, welcome to the force, Whiskers. We're lucky to have you. Enjoy the rat. And gypsy cops have been involved in tragic incidents. In the Tamir Rice case, the officer who shot the 12-year-old had been in the process of being fired from his previous job before resigning. But the Cleveland police missed that red flag when hiring him because they didn't read his personnel file, which detailed an incident during weapons training where he had a dangerous loss of composure, leading his supervisor to conclude, "I do not believe time nor training will be able to change or correct these deficiencies." I can't think of anything more inherently awkward, other than, of course, this. Oh God, it's not getting any better.
Is cringe still a
Nothing in
thing?
Hillary's life has ever been more awkward than that. And think about what a high bar that is. And even when cases go to trial, officers have a major advantage, which is that juries tend to have a natural predisposition to trust them.
Police officers truly get a presumption of innocence, whereas most criminal defendants don't come in with any presumption of innocence. You're swimming upstream. Usually a judge will toss the case at a preliminary hearing, or a grand jury will refuse to indict, so you never even get to trial. And jurors just do not come in with any belief whatsoever that officers can commit a crime. They just don't.
It's true. Many people see a police uniform and automatically think trustworthy. Unless, of course, it includes a sleeveless shirt and a boombox, in which case they think stripper, and sometimes, wait, Jim? From middle school? And under the law, the police generally have a certain amount of leeway regarding lethal force, meaning that fatal shootings can be considered legal even if they are unnecessary or disproportionate. There is even a shorthand for such cases. It's lawful but awful, which I believe is also the legal definition of Woody Allen's marriage. I think that's it. Who are you angry with here? Put the booze back in your pockets. And on top of all this, officers can bring in expert witnesses who can present nearly any situation as a potential threat.
The heart
Take
wants
Dr.
what it
Bill
wants.
Lewinsky,
Oh my God.
who runs something called the Force Science Institute. For years, he has testified on behalf of police officers. Here he is providing a rationale for why it may be okay to shoot someone that has a knife.
Knives can actually be more dangerous than a gun. They don't have to be reloaded. They can be used at close distance. We know that a stab from a knife or a stab with a cut can be extremely quick.
Hey, come on. That is not the motion you make when you are stabbing someone. That is the motion you make when you are a teenage magician finishing a trick. Is this your card? But there is no doubt a knife is a dangerous weapon.
They're out to protect you, and that's what policing's about. Are there bad apples? Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. The phrase isn't, it's just a few bad apples, don't worry about it. The phrase is, a few bad apples spoil the barrel. And we currently have a system which is set up to ignore bad apples, destroy bad apples' records, persecute good apples for speaking up, and shuffle dangerous, emotionally unstable apples around to the point that children have to attend f***ing apple classes.
Neighbors smoking outside. God damn it. Thought I saw one. See, when I looked over, I just saw. Didn't see anyone actually looking at. No, but for real, it's all good, guys. I still get those bouts of paranoia. It depends on what what it is. You know, whether it's Marlboro or whatever. Is that how you pronounce it? Gotta be careful what I say.